And embracing your inner child is a strength. See, you have a spark about yourself. You have a joyful life. You have like this optimism that is unexplainable to most because they've lost it along the way. Their dreams have been crushed. And so this is why when they see you happy, when they see that you genuinely have pure joy about yourself, that they get upset. Sometimes they could just assume that you're naive and that, they could do hurtful, harmful, deceptive, evil things towards you and you should somehow allow it. But that's not so. Just because you have somehow kept your inner child alive, have kept it intact, that is the thing that has helped you survive when you've been able to, and not just survive, but thrive. When you're able to still find joy within all the different changes and seasons of life, that's a rare gift. And this is why it's not what's on you. It's not about the things that you wear. I mean, yeah, it may have something a little to do with it, but it's not about your material possessions. Some of you could be in a position where you're very humble. Like, you may not even have the best. You may not live in the best environment, drive the best car. You actually may not even have a car. You may not have a house, whatever. It's not about your material possessions. Some people are not going to like the light that is used from you. They may not like the fact that you are still in tune with your inner child, that you still have hopes and dreams and you're going after it. And to me, I definitely think this has a lot to do with embracing your inner child. There's a quote, and I can't remember exactly how it goes, but it's something to the child that survives is the artistic child. Like, you were able to be very creative with the things that you had. Okay, if you didn't have toys, you found a box and made that into something. You were able to be resourceful. And by embracing your inner child, even as you grow older, you still are in tune with your inner child. That's true strength, not immaturity. So even if they try to poke fun at you and say, oh, you're childish, or the things that you're involved with, you could be someone like me. I enjoy anime, I enjoy children's content. That is a part of embracing your inner child. And so today I want to go ahead and focus a little bit on challenging that common misconception. Okay, the idea that staying in touch with your inner child is a sign of immaturity. Because in reality, it is a sign of resilience. It is a sign of deep authenticity. Because when you think about children in their natural state, they possess a really powerful gift, and that is the gift of imagination. That is a gift of curiosity. Also, children have the ability to be very courageous about things. Oftentimes they speak truth before the world teaches them that that's wrong, before they are conditioned to suppress who they are for the sake of other people's conformity. Okay, so when adults dare to embrace that same honesty, they are often labeled as childish, naive, or silly. Okay, so why is it that society values the truth in children but shames it in grown folks? Okay, could this be because there is truthful adults that are harder to control? And I think that has a lot to do with it, because a person who speaks from their heart is a person who cannot be easily manipulated. And that is where I have an aha moment, because that's when I realized that, the reason why there are some people in the world that may reject my honesty, it is because they fear that I'm not in a position that I can be manipulated easily or controlled. And so this is why they may try to punish you if you are a truth teller. Even if you share your truth, they may try to put you in a position where you're forced to recant for survival. But here's what they don't tell you when it comes to staying connected to your inner child. And it's not a weakness. It is an act of defiance. It means you have not allowed life hardships to harden you. It is a true testament of who you are, especially as a woman in this world that is forced to harden you to remain soft. So what they are feeling some type of way about is the fact that you actually have the ability to still feel. You are, positive. You're hoping for the best in your life. And unfortunately, many of them have given up on the possibility of greater things happening for yourself, for themselves. And so this is like, you are an embodiment of what it looks like for a person to actually have resilience, okay? And so your inner child reminds us of how to really tune in true freedom. It teaches others, to love without conditions, to laugh without feeling constrained, okay, to express yourself without fear. And when you're someone that you haven't allowed that inner voice, the inner dialogue in yourself to be silenced, okay, you become someone that is unstoppable. Okay, you're not conforming to the status quo. All right. And I also want to share with you that to embrace your inner child, you're very strong. Okay. And the burden to hide who you are is something that is not weighing you down. It may have in some aspects, but the mere fact that you're allowing yourself to speak from an honest place, okay, you're allowing yourself to really feel and to still have the ability to love. That's because you're staying true to yourself. You're staying true to the Most High. Okay, so stay free. It is not immaturity. It is power when you're in touch with your inner child.